Ghana Mrasebe de Fianie, and 1 year de papa every year, nay yet de. Sans my Ghana 2021 budget was some debate quasi Chimamenchi way Kanawayaka, and Dom Kumani Chema de Yan to more Tom Sanse. Taxes are 2 who do a twakasium, and 2 more duo, ya by the to Ghana for Quanso Sabe, Washa COVID-19 Brema Nadia Betmetria, and to Dom Kuma and this for the Tuja watchers him. Sa budget we pad ya woman to more. Dom Cassia ye Casa MPP for Chima budget Nedia Quabiaso, Ghana for which no woman dear Naso in so talk, ya from a yade no Quabiaso was here shem, now 2 would draw Bane Diabanum, yet Timmy Etriam, Quaye debate we can naso, Ninani question is and no dam 2021 budget ya can say, oh my Ghana, ya call Masika ya ba which adia tuanum, Ediama ye ewa fimunum, Wamu aji atumum, minority leader wa my Ghana Mrasebe de film, how they do so what the Tuja watches at Dabi Abai, we shall to work as ye pa ya what they to Ghana for Koswa, ya cover the brave ye best day tria Ghana for Timitria, that's what kind Nanko Sibe Biada, sans ye ka ye kese, and this MPC Kwan Womusha 134, and MPP for 137 to one, and a Timmy Eddie and Kunimum, Nani Nebeto just same. Deputy Majority Leader, Yera Alexander Fenya Maki wo chechim so etwane de sheda anye trobi enhu bia Ghana for bekasa sabe nya de betu anti debate no kwa wianom na kwa bia so Deputy Speaker chere so o Ghana for anya hwe and the parliament wonom ya be ne voice mo amugitu nka yeye mo amunyitu nka no awie chi na afa ne yentiri yem e ma chese dom kuma no kwa de tudwa watches we no na asefo ne yeye kra na sabiom nya de a wo mo sheda agitu papa bia sam na nyinam na chiam yobutu wo my Ghana Mrasebe de Fia de Breno Esene Fatano Major Speaker of Parliament Right Honorable Alban Bagbin wojina Nsem-Pii ne apasom and wadi to dwa watches we de be ne head count na chese bia kwachi na nam wane account no asimesi na ekwa di train ya de count em ewi achi na chese budget no majority for wo my dodo 137 ya kire Ghana ase 2021 budget no ya jatum sei and na chiam yobutu wo my Ghana Mrasebe if your king can Nsem edit to jam
of the count of the ballot. These are the results. The ayes 137. The noes 1, 3, 4. Honorable members, clearly the ayes have it. The motion is accordingly adopted.
Kote chiam yobutu wa my Ghana Mrasebe de Fia Speaker papa ba ko permit de chinenim wanu penny speaker wato so atimu sampa adidie ne fatana pa Right Honorable Alban Bagbin Nsem enonom na no si papa na majority leader South ye caretaker finance minister Yera Osai Chairman Sabos woni Ghana Central for di nkoma woni tudwa watcha se age budget na tum no wase ne kwa so ano no say no no so to ne boase a wo chire mu.
This is what you've just done is approving of the policy underpinning the budgets. And we've discussed this. We've had our disagreements in some of the policy issues. So if you express it as they did, that they disagree with government on a few matters, that to me is all right. For instance, relating to the fiscal framework, things that we treat below line and certain things that we're treating above line. Those are policy matters that we can't disagree with. But should that lead you into saying that the budget should be thrown overboard? I don't think so. So I think overall we agree that we should move the nation forward. Maybe some people didn't understand it. They thought that once we go against the principles, the budget should not be taken. It doesn't work that way. When we are finished with this, we then begin the sector allocations, that is the estimates. And as you saw with the work program that we attached to the business statement, every committee is going to then apply itself to its sectoral allocation. As you heard, tomorrow some of the committees are even going to sit and then interrogate the estimates. And they will submit their reports. I want to believe that from Tuesday, they will begin submitting the reports. Those of them who have finished interrogating their estimates. And then as they come in, we will consider them in plenary and approve of them. And then ultimately, on the 30th of March, that is this coming Tuesday's week, we hope that we have finished with everything. And then we will then approve of the appropriations bill.
And yeah, I caretaker finance minister Sansu do any chem my Ghana Mrase Bedofia, why your majority leader no, Yara or Sai Chayman Sabon, so nano see ya no, and no penny quancha for Casa de Madam Kumano, Banisika someone some, Yara cut a kessel to force what the 2 job watchers one day say. One more minority for and shut down for woman him say, a woman say budget ya jatumbasa telia, one more dinkunim, said one is with the 2 job.
We think the right impressions are not created. We think we have a number of expenditures that are missing from the framework. And so if you are to listen to me from the beginning, we've made the point that the deficit as reported in the budget statement is understated. The deficit of 11.7% is not the true situation. If you are to add the financial sector 13.8 is not the true situation. In fact, the situation is 15.3% of GDP on cash basis. And if you are to add the rest, it's 17.5% of GDP. Gladly, the minister responsible for finance, the Honorable Chairman Sabunsu, has admitted and said to us that he's going to amend that. That is a major victory, not only to minority, but to the Republic of Ghana.
Knowing very well that he said he was going to amend the concerns or address the concerns he raised.
Yes.
Why were your side seeking to block it by demanding for headcount where you know that they are?
The truth is, the fiscal policies are one. And remember, the fiscal policies include the revenue measures, of which we've said that we do not agree to some of them. So putting it to vote is important, sending a signal that is going to be done. But it's an important vote. Important vote for one reason. Important vote in the sense that this will form the basis of us accepting or not accepting most of the policies in the budget statement. So now that it is clear, the majority members of the House has accepted some policies. Then going into the appropriations, then you will be guided by the sense of the House and then work accordingly. So I think it's an important vote and it's important that it happens.
Wonti adiende ya to aban Ghana for so kratie bi ya wo mo say ya dom kuma minority for the yese kwa bia so ya budget we ya kwatobe kuma budget ya kra de ni nye ho entu opani akasa de madam kuma no e wo sika sam e ho sam e ya kesala to force ne sam ne ekotie ya wo kyerɛkyerɛ mu ade akyerɛ Ghana for